Hey, good evening and welcome. My name is Sandra. My channel is called Sussex Sandra and welcome. How are we all doing? Are we all doing all right? Yeah, you sure? All right, that's good. So I have been doing these decluttering of my products because I've got a lot of products recently. So far I have done Laura Geller, then I did a Colourpop, and then I did Tarte. Today I'm going to be doing my Fenty beauty collection. I have got quite a lot of Fenty here, more than I thought actually, and I've got a feeling I've still got a couple of things here around and about which are not here, but I'm sure they'll turn up at some point. But whatever they are, I'll probably end up keeping them. Yeah, I'm thinking I've got a couple of lipsticks around somewhere which I'm missing from this collection, but I'm not going to worry about that because I've got enough here to go through. So Fenty Beauty, we all know Fenty Beauty. Fenty Beauty is like a big brand, and that kind of woke up the beauty world to providing full comprehensive shades when it comes to complexion products. So because before that there were some brands that were pretty good on the shade range, but they didn't have the name and the marketing that Fenty Beauty did. I'm just thinking about brands like Makeup Forever, oh, what's that one called? Oh, I can't think. So yeah, Makeup Forever, and I'm also thinking Lancome Teint Idol. I can never pronounce that correctly. That was a brand that had sort of a decentish shade range, but Fenty Beauty was the one that sort of said, right, here we go, we're launching with 50 shades of foundation. That it literally broke the internet when that happened back, I don't know when, it's been around 10 years now maybe. I don't know how long Fenty Beauty has been around. And the face of the brand is Rihanna. Riri, our Barbadian little princess. So she was the face of the brand, and what's really good about it is that it's not just like a money grab. You know, like a lot of these celebrities, they have these brands and it is literally just a money grab. She was full into her products. She's always wearing her own products, and she does wear her own products, not just for when she's advertising. You can catch her and walking down the street, and if you ask her what she's wearing, she'll tell you, I've got this lipstick on, I'm wearing this perfume. She is a living embodiment of her own brand, which I think is fantastic. When I say it's her brand, it's actually owned by a big company. I can't remember what the name of the company is, but it's a big company that own quite a few beauty brands. But she is the face of it, and because of that, she's literally become a billionaire from it. She's a billionaire from makeup and beauty. It's amazing, isn't it? So I have got quite a few things here, yeah, let's go through and see what I can throw away. Now, I did have a primer. The primer when it first came out, no, I got it. I got the foundation and I got the primer. I must admit the primer wasn't one for me. It was like it was called a soft matte filter. I don't know, soft matte foundation. It was called a soft matte primer, but for me, on my oily skin, it didn't really do anything. So how I used to wear it, I used to use it as a moisturizer. And I mixed it in with my Becca, I think it was my Becca primer that I used to wear. Do you remember back in the day? I used to be this big fan of the Becca primer. That was my primer. Yeah, so I used to mix it with that, and then that worked for me. But the primer by itself was never mattifying enough for this girl and her oily skin. It was nice though. It was very nice. And then they also had the foundation. So before I start looking at my complexion products, I need to put on a primer. So the primer I'm going to put on today, I've got so many here. I'm going to use a Cover FX mattifying primer, which I've got here. So I'm just going to put some of that on, and then I will go into the complexion products I have here. Okay, so when the foundation first launched, it was being sold at Harvey Nichols, and you could get it posted to you, sent to you, and that's how I purchased my first lot of bottles. A few years later, Boots had the Fenty range as well, but originally it was Harvey Nichols. So I bought the shade 440. because that looked like the shade. Actually no, I bought 3 shades because I just wasn't sure which shade was going to work for me, and I was going by the descriptions and the undertones because I didn't have a good understanding of undertones back then, because that was something else that Fenty did. They didn't just come out with loads of shades, they talked about the undertones, so it was just a new world. So I bought shade 420, 430 and 440, and I think in the end it depended on the time of the year, but I think 430 and 430 were the 2 shades that I kind of worked through the best. And I did buy replacements. I think I ended up buying 445 at some point, and I think that was a perfect shade for me. So let me see what ones I've got here, because I have finished a bottle of foundation from Fenty. So I have got 2 foundations here, and some of these are so old that they look gross. Right, so let's have a look. So I've got this one here, which is shade, oh blimey, what shade is this? This is shade, so I need to use my phone and the old magnifying here. Wait a sec. Right, so the shades I have got here, this shade, which is kind of slightly on the red side, is 450. So I obviously bought that at some point as well. And this is 440. I don't know where my 445 is, so I've probably used that up because I know I did buy a 445. So these are the 2 shades I've got here of the Pro Filter foundation. And then the other one I've got, I did pick up when they launched it. And did I bring it downstairs? Yes, I also bought the Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation. I also bought that in 440. So that's it there. And I must admit, it looks nice initially when you put it on, but after a while, me and powder foundations just don't get along. After a while, it doesn't look so great. So that's what that looks like. So what I will do, just to show you what the shades look like, I'm going to do a swatch of each, and then I will decide which one I'm actually going to put on. So this is the 450. I might have to put my ring lights on because it looks like it's going to start raining again. Right, let's see if anything's coming out here. Is this finished? You know what, this could be nearly finished because it doesn't look like anything's coming out. This is the 450. I am literally not getting anything. Let me see if I can this come off? Ooh. I don't think I'm going to get anything out of this 450. I think this 450 is finished because nothing is coming out, and I'm looking at it now, I'm holding it up in the light, and it does look like it's practically empty. So I clearly used it all up. So that was 450, so I could discard that, so that's good, because that is the point of this. I am supposed to be decluttering. This is the 440, I believe. This is the 440. Let's see if there was anything left in this. Okay, it looks like some can come out here. No, there is definitely some left in this, but nothing's coming out. I'm not getting anything out of this either. Oh, that's a shame, because I really wanted to show you what the swatches were like. Right, got to throw that as well, which is good, because that's the whole idea of this video. I'm supposed to be decluttering. Okay, so that was the 2 Pro Filter foundations. They've either emptied or they've dried up and I can't get anything out. So I'm going to put on the powder foundation, and just to remind you, it's called Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation, and I'm wearing it in the shade 440. I'm going to put the ring lights on because it's rapidly getting darker here. It's going to rain, so that should counteract it if the rain starts. So here we got that, and I'm going to use a brush just like this and just put that on. And you can see it's like the compact is like that, and then you had the sponge underneath. I never use a sponge, I always use brushes. So let's put some of this on. So as a colour, this works fine for me, but I'm only going to put a light coverage on because I think sometimes I put on too much of the powder foundations, and that's why it can look really oily on me very quickly. But I should look alright for the first hour or so. So that's how it looks. So I'm looking at it compared to my chest. It seems a little bit warmer than my chest because I always like to match my face with my chest and my neck. But it will do. It will do. So that's how that looks. So I'm going to keep that. That is a product I will keep. And then the other things I've got, I have also got these matchsticks. So I remember buying all of this at the same time. So these matchsticks were really innovative at the time. So with the matchsticks, you can get them in highlighters, contours, sort of concealer shades. It was everything. They've also got bronzers, they've got the whole shebaz going. So I am going to use one of the matchsticks because I bought this as a trio, because at the time when you bought these, you could buy them as a trio. So I bought this trio, which consisted of espresso, which I used as a contour. Then you had suede, which I use as under eye highlighter and all that stuff. And then you had the shade Shannon, which I use as a highlighter. So I'm going to do that now. So this is going to be my bronzer, and that's espresso. I wonder what condition this is in. I can't remember how old this stuff is. I've had them for a few years, but it was literally the year when the products launched here in the UK. It all just fell out. See, every video things drop, so I'm going to try not to drop anything on the floor. If it drops on the desk, I'm happy with that, but not on the floor. It's just such a hassle for me to get on the floor and find stuff. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to do this as a contour, old school contouring here, and then down the nose. Right, so it's interesting because when you sort of revisit products after a few years, you sort of realise, okay, this is why I probably moved away from this product. I actually find this contouring actually quite red in undertone for me, and I've realised that when it comes to the contour, I like it to be quite cool in undertone, and then my bronzer I want to be red. So this is acting more for me right now like a contour stroke bronzer, but can you see how it's just sort of started to shape my face up a bit? So that was the first part of the matchsticks trio. Now I'm going to go on to use the suede, which was supposed to be used for helping to shape up your face a bit more, so under eye brightening, down your nose, all that. So let's go ahead and do that. It's interesting because I've done that, and for me now I feel like I'm looking a bit cakey. It just shows how much makeup trends have changed, because I prefer a much lighter look now. So I'm just going to go back in with the powder foundation and just see if I can just take some of that kind of cakey effect away from me a little bit, because I'm actually feeling just a little bit uncomfortable with this. I know this is what the young people like, but it's just a little bit too much for me, but it was the trend at the time, wasn't it? So this is what we all did. All right, so done the...
Okay, home buyers, think about the home buying process.
Right, so I've done the under eye and the highlighting bit. You can see my face is starting to look a little bit more vavavoom. And now I'm going to go in with the Shannon, which was the highlighter. Can't believe I used to throw this stuff on really heavy a few years back, and I'm kind of trying to hold back now. It just shows that how we change in how we apply makeup, or maybe how I've changed. Don't know if everybody else has, but so a little bit there. I still do that, and I still do a little of my nose there, and then I still do my Cupid's bow. Right, so far I've only thrown away 2 foundations, so I'm keeping my matchsticks because I actually I'm liking this kind of rather glammed up look. I'm moaning, but at the same time I think I kind of secretly like it. Right, what next? Blushes. Have I got any blushes? I'm pretty certain I have. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? I don't know what this was. Was this Cheeks Out? What was this? Was this, I can't remember, was this a bronzer or what was it? A contour? I can't remember what this was. Oh, this looks more like a contour, doesn't it? It's much darker and it looks like it's much more cool toned. I think this was, no, it's described as a bronzer. See, I would call this, it's actually described as a bronzer. See, it says there, bronzer. I would think that colour looks more like a contour to me. Yeah, so I'm going to see if I can put that on somehow. Not sure how. Let me figure this out. Let's find a... How does that look? See, I actually think that looks better. To me, that looks better. Can you see a difference? So, I'm keeping that. Not doing very well on my throwing away, am I? Okay, let's look at blushes. Have I got a blush? I'm pretty certain I have. So, I've got one cream blush here. Is this the only... I got a feeling I had another cream blush. I'm sure I did. And you know what I just found as well? I found a concealer. I found a Pro Filter concealer. What's this colour like? I'm just going to put it on under my eyes, see if it... Ooh, it's a little bit dark. I like my... It's a bit dark. I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit dark and it's a little bit warm. And I like my concealers brighter. That to me is more of a concealer rather than my under eye brightener, but let me see if I can blend it out. Don't know the effect that's having. How does that look? Makes me look like I've got bags under my eyes. Yeah, I don't like that, so I'm just going to go back in with the suede and just brighten that back up again. Because I didn't like that. This makes me look like I've got bags under my eyes. Okay, so I think I am going to be throwing away this concealer because it's not a colour that I actually like. It's too warm for me. It's not bright enough. And as a concealer, if I wanted it as a concealer, it's not dark enough for my skin. So I'm actually going to throw that away. Okay, so at least I'm throwing something away here. So I've thrown away 2 foundations and a Pro Filter concealer, which is a bit annoying because I know those products they're not cheap, but I haven't reached for that, so there's a reason why. Now, where are we? We were looking at blush. I could have swore I had another cream blush. I just feel like I've got another one of these in a gold maybe, but can't find it. Can't. I haven't seen it. So this is a blush. We had these were released, what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago maybe. I have no idea of time. And this was a cream, because there's a whole load of cream blushes that became really popular sort of like a couple of years ago. And cream products now are really very popular, but I'm still very much a powder person. But for today, we will go with the cream, because everything I've put on so far has been cream apart from the foundation. So this is shade Cool Berry. Let's have a look and see what this looks like. Okay, I was definitely wearing that. So let's see how this looks. I'm just going to apply it with my fingers first. Okay, so it's like a cool mauve, and it's a nice colour. Yeah, I kind of remember sort of saying that I was going to buy more, and I never did, and I should have. Yeah, I do like this. Why didn't I buy more? I feel like I'm sure I bought one or two. Well, maybe that was what I wanted to do and I didn't, but I like this colour. It's just so black girl friendly. And this is colour Cool Berry. I like that. I like that a lot. So I've used my fingers to apply that, so I'm keeping that clearly. Can you even see it on the camera? Just getting a wipe to wipe my fingers. Okay, I don't know if you can even see the colour. See, I just got a feeling I had another one somewhere. Really do, but hey ho. Right, I've also got some fun colours here. So these are highlighters, and I remember this was the highlighter I really liked. I really enjoyed using that. And I've got face powder here, and I've got eyeshadows. So shall I... Let me show you the eyeshadow. Let me just turn my thing down. Right, so this is one highlighter. So I can put that on top of the Shannon which I put on. And if I wanted to, I could also use that as an eyeshadow. And this is one I think I got in a BoxyCharm. Remember, still had BoxyCharm. A little bit brave. I'm not going to be wearing that today. You can see I haven't... God, I don't even look like I've touched it. I don't think I've even touched this, to be honest. Look at it. It looks brand new still. I haven't touched it. And I'm not that keen on touching it today, so I'm just going to put some of this on because these are more up my street and I feel more comfortable with stuff like that. So let's put some of this on. I'm going to put some of the Moscow Mule, which is that colour. And you know what, I definitely had a trophy wife and I received that in a BoxyCharm. Don't know where that is either. I know I had a trophy wife. Okay, now we can see highlight. Yep, you can definitely see the highlight there. Not sure if I'm going to keep that actually, so I'm going to put that to the side. So how are we looking? How are we looking? Okay, so I have got face powder, I've got lip glosses here. Let me put a little bit of this lip gloss on before I decide on. I've got so many lip glosses here, you wouldn't believe. Should I do the lip gloss or should I do eyeshadows first? Let's go with the eyeshadows first. I've also got a face powder. Maybe I should do face powder first. So this face powder was actually really nice, and I think there was a couple of shades I could have got with this, and I think I went for the hazelnut. No, I went for nutmeg. So these face powders are beautiful. They're really finely milled. and they're absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this on, but not too much because I don't want to take away from all the glitter and shine. I'm probably going to have to put some more of the blush on after I've done this, but I'll put a little bit on just so you can see what the powder's like. So some of it there. Don't even know where to put this. It's just going to take away all of the fun stuff I've just done. Yeah, see, I've just taken away all the fun stuff. Right, see, now I need to put some more cream blush on. Got to. I should have done the powder first and then. I'm really annoyed about this because I am certain I've got another one somewhere. I need to go back and look at the video I did of the Fenty to see if I did have another blush, because I literally can't remember. I want the blush to show up on camera because I can see it here, but I don't think you're seeing it on camera. That's the only thing. Right, so I'm keeping the powder, keeping the cream blush, keeping the matchsticks, I'm keeping the powder foundation, I'm keeping that cool bronzer, because I think that cool bronzer to me is more of a contour on me, and it works well, so I really like that. Okay, let's go in with eyes. I've only got an eyeshadow palette, which is really weird. I've had this one for ages. Again, one of the first things I got, and I think I actually got this. I don't think I bought it, or did I? I can't remember. I think I got this in BoxyCharm, possibly, when they did the Fenty. I can't remember. But I've had this for ages. It's one of the oldest Fenty products that I've got, along with the foundation and the matchsticks. And I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I loved it. I just think the colours in it were really great. So let me see if I still feel the same way when I look at it. Yeah, still feel the same way. I think what it is because it's got a lot of these warm shades here, and I love those warm shades, but they had all of these sort of cooler jewel colours as well. So for me, this palette and the colours were great, and the only thing what's missing in it really is a green to add to the jewel. But you know, the palette was called Moroccan Spice, and this was the first eyeshadow palette that Fenty came out with, and honestly people did not like it at all, but I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I'm going to put some on now. So I'm going to do an application and I'll speed through this, and I might even put in a little bit of music for you as well. Whatever I can put on without getting copyrighted. Okay, so I've gone a bit smoky. I know, so not me, isn't it? Now, I can't remember if I've got a Fenty eyeliner. I think I have. Let me have a quick look here. Yep, I thought so. I have got a Fenty eyeliner pencil something. So this, I haven't been using it, so there's usually a reason why I don't use something. So let me see. So it's a pencil style, and you roll it up. Is there anything to roll up? Yeah, there is pencil in there, it's just not, there's pencil in there, it's just not coming up when I twist it. Oh, wait a minute, here we go. Yeah, I have been using it, so there is a little bit there. So let's see if I can put this on. Right, it's really dry, really dry. It's just like a struggle for it to come out. So I'm going to try and do the other eye, and then I'm going to throw it away because it's obviously old and don't know why, but it's just very dry. Right, okay, I managed to get some product out. I don't like it at all, so I am throwing this away. I'm assuming it's just dry because I can't remember what it was like when I initially used it. I hope it wasn't. I mean, I definitely got this from BoxyCharm. So it might have been an old product when BoxyCharm received it, because it's dry as hell now and it's a real struggle to put it on, so I'm throwing that away. Okay, so what have I thrown away? 2 foundations, a concealer and an eyeliner. Haven't got a Fenty mascara, I know that for definite, so let's put on another mascara and I'll be back with you. Okay, so the mascara I used was the Kat Von D full sleeve mascara. I really like this mascara. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. We need brows, don't we? I know this is a look where they're kind of going for that whole bald face thing, aren't they, these days? It is a look, but it's not a look I'm comfortable with, so I am going to put on brows, and I have got a brow product, she says, looking for it. Here I am. I've got this definitely in an Ipsy, and I think it's like a BoxyCharm by Ipsy box last year, I want to say, and I like it. It was a good colour. Oh no, this is the gel. This is a gel. No, I know I've got a brow product. Give me 1 second. No, I'm clearly mistaken. I haven't got a brow product. I've got that gel thing, this wax thing, and that's it. So I am going to go in and use the brow product I'm kind of enjoying at the moment, which is from Give. So let me find that. So here's the Give one, which I've got in a BoxyCharm, so let's use that. And it was in a dark brown colour, so we'll use that. And then I'll come back and use the waxy thing, because I'm not quite sure what to do with it, but I think it's supposed to set your brows. Okay, so I've kind of gone in with fairly big brows for me, so that's fine. I'm going to use this wax thing. It's called, I think it's just called Brow Wax. And it's got a little brush at one end, and then you've got this wax thing at this end. So I must have used it to try it once before, I don't remember, but I'll try and do it now. So it's a true wax. Okay, alright, interesting product. So one of the things I like about it, it's a positive, is that it doesn't seem to take off the product that you put on to colour your brows and create the brows, so that's good, because I know some products, when I've used them, you put it on, you apply it, and it takes away some of the colour away, so you feel like you have to go back in again to put more on. So it doesn't do that, so that's good. The little brush thing is actually quite firm, so you can actually brush your brows up in place. So if you had more brow hairs, unlike me, you could probably get a nice sort of good spiky look at the front. I haven't got much brow hairs to talk about, and what I have got is nearly all grey now, so I think what I've managed to do is okay, and it's not a bad product actually. I don't mind it. I normally don't go for clear products. I normally just go for a dark brown brow gel, but I don't mind this because it's not taking away the colour, so I think I'm going to keep this as well. But how are my eyes looking? So to me on camera, my eyes don't look as standout as they do to me here, because I really went in with the sort of the dark blues and stuff in that Moroccan palette. But I think my eyes look alright. I think they look alright. So definitely keeping that. So okay, alright. Let's go in with the fun stuff. I have got a hell of a lot of lipsticks here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a whole load of swatches because I've got a lot here. So this, oh, what is this? This is an, alright, this is a really old product. I remember buying this with this Moroccan palette. This is a liquid eyeliner, and it's like it was like a jeweled blue colour. I bought it with this. It was part of the same collection. It was this, and there was a lipstick, which yeah, the lipsticks here. This is all part of the same collection. These products are really old, so I'm going to be throwing them away. But let's show you the lipstick. I mean, this lipstick was, I love the colour of this lipstick actually. So let's start here. That was the colour of the lipstick. I still love it, and it still feels creamy. I don't know if you're seeing it. It's just giving like this ruby red, and it's shimmering and everything. I love it. I don't want to throw that away. That is just such a good colour. It's so old. So we've got that. I'm going to put that on the side to think about. This was the liquid eyeliner. I'm sure there is nothing left of this. Yeah, there's not much left of it, but I don't know if you can see. It's like a duochrome, sort of blues and greens, but I am going to throw that away. So yeah, I need to up my throwing away here. Right, let's get into some of these lipsticks. So I had these lipsticks. I'm really attracted to these because they look like nail varnishes. And I think I'm sure I had a red one of these as well. I'm sure I had a red one, but again, can't find it. This colour I've worn quite a few times. I don't remember wearing this one at all. So this colour was, no idea what the shade is. Let's hold it up to the cameras. Hopefully you can see it. Is it focusing? So that's the colour. This is what it looks like. I know I'm not keeping this, she says. Let's put it on. That's what the applicator was like. Really unusual. And that's the colour. So I have no use for that colour at all, to be honest. I'll put it on. So I'm putting it on now and I'm kind of thinking, it's alright. I don't mind it. I don't mind the colour at all. It's very much nude colour. I don't mind it actually. I don't mind it at all. I was thinking I'm going to throw this away, but I don't mind that colour at all. It's alright, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to put this to the side and I'm going to see what you guys say. But I actually don't mind that colour. I think it's okay. Let me take it off. Well, I'll leave it on for a little bit longer. I don't mind it. And then we've got this colour. This is the one I've worn most often. I don't know if you can see the colour. I'm going to hold it like that for a while. And then I'm going to turn it around the other way. Right. I've got to hurry up, my camera's running out of battery. It's a very vampy colour, so I'm going to put that on so you can see what it looks like. I do like that brown colour. Right, let's put this on. So it's a fun colour, isn't it? That's a fun colour. I don't think I can throw this away. I'm keeping I'm keeping that as well. I'm not doing very well here, am I? Okay, so that's those two colours. Right, let's go on to these. These are sort of little colours. Can't remember when I got these. They're very little. Don't know what shade that is. Hardly worn that. Still got the FB on there. Look at that. Right. No, not a colour for me, so throwing that away. Probably why I haven't worn it. Okay, there's that one, and there's another little, oh, this one's a little bit bigger. So I don't know when this collection was around. I'm kind of, it's going back a few years. Ooh, this is a strong colour. That's a really dark colour. Would I wear that? I don't know if that's a colour I would wear now. Would I even choose it? So the colours have kind of stained my lips a bit. But let's put this one on. That's not a bad colour actually. It's not a bad colour at all. Right, keeping that. Okay, not doing well at all here. Right, then we've got some of these. These are like the lip glosses. I love these lip glosses. This is like chocolate. This is like the second one I've got of this. Love this colour. It's such a good colour. It'll go on top of this. Yep. Yeah, keeping that. This is the second one I've had of this. This is one I've been wearing a bit recently actually. I've been feeling red. I don't normally wear red lipsticks, but I've been feeling red recently and I have been wearing this. So this is one of the cream ones that they created along with those cream blushes. They all came out around the same time. So I'll show you this colour. Yeah, it's a good red. So like that, keeping that because I have been wearing it. This is the original. Absolute original. This is like the universal one that kind of came out first. Everybody fell in love with this. This has got to be like the third one I've purchased. I think I bought one for my daughter. This is the second one. You know what, I think this might be the fourth one because I think my daughter's gone through two. This is one of her favourite lip colours. If she's going to wear a lip product, this is the one she's going to wear. So I think she's had two and I think this is my second one. So this is the fourth one and it's just the universal gloss bomb, the original one, and it's just a great colour on everybody. Doesn't really show you much on my arm, but it's just a great colour for everybody. So keeping that. Then I've also got here, this is one I got recently in a Ipsy. I don't think I've actually worn this. Let me see. This came in a Ipsy recently. It's one of the heats. These ones are supposed to be like a little bit pringly, maybe plump your lips a little bit. Have I even used this? I don't think I've even used this, so I'm not even sure if I want to go there now. It's just this lemon one. It's got a slight fragrance as well. Haven't used it. Don't know. Tell me if you think I can put this in my next giveaway. I haven't used it. I can even put it in my current one if you guys think it's okay to use. And then the last one I bought this more recently. I think this is the last Fenty product I purchased before the stuff I bought recently, because I've bought a couple of products recently. So this is the Pro Kisser and it's the Cocoa Drizzle. I just love the look of this online and since I bought it I think I've worn it once. So, you know, sometimes you buy things, you like the idea of it, but when you get it, you don't use it. That's it. It's a nice enough colour, but I haven't had it long enough for me to throw it away. Right, so that's my Fenty. I've only thrown away a few things. I'm keeping a lot, but tell me what you think, guys. I've decluttered a few things, but not enough. I've got some other products coming new. I literally ordered the other day from Sephora. So I ordered another lip gloss, one of the newer products, and I ordered something else. And I didn't show you my those lipsticks, you know, those ones with the interchangeable component. I don't know where they are. I've got a couple of those as well, and I'm keeping those, but I don't know where they are. Oh, that's so frustrating. But I have got those as well, and I've also got these blotting sheets which I'll be keeping too. So didn't throw away that much, so not a very successful declutter, but you got to see what I've got Fenty wise. Let me know what you think down below, guys, and what you think about this look. I think I look alright, don't I? Alright guys, take care, see you soon. My battery's literally dead now. Take care, bye.